So I just wanted to kind of touch base on talking to this kind of stuff. Often people think like once they're married or widowed for whatever reason, that STIs like aren't a thing anymore. Like it's really associated with the senior demographic in particular. It's really associated with like fear of pregnancy, and that has a lot to do with the way sex ed was rolled out. It was like definitely don't do it. You'll get pregnant. Your genitals will fall off. And so now they've had their kids and they no longer can have children. Do whatever. And thanks to Viagra and better menopausal health and postmenopausal health and longevity and all of those things, a lot of seniors are exploring more sexual activities than they did pre-senior years. So there's a lot more seniors in the polyamory community, the swinging community, the kink community than historically there have been, and a lot more going on. Don't ask, don't tell trips, and that kind of stuff. And it's lovely and it's wonderful. There's a lot of lack of information around sexual health or getting tested. Typically, I'll go and I'll do like a senior center and we'll do like I get calls from the local STI clinic within a week going, I just had like 40 seniors through here all saying your name. Fantastic. Because they are the second fastest growing demographic in Canada for new cases of STIs. And if they're not getting tested, they're spreading it. And then they're getting really sick. And they already have other health issues. And so like this is a whole thing. And even something I love to talk to seniors about when we start talking about risk reduction and stuff is like internal condoms and whatnot. But they often think that anything that can't cause pregnancy also can't cause anal sex and hand jobs and mutual masturbation. And it's like, that's all great, and I'm glad you're doing those things. However, there's still a risk for STIs, and you still need to get tested. And they also don't know that some of the symptoms they have could be because, many years ago, a partner may have cheated, or, maybe when they were younger, because things can lay dormant in your body. If you don't come in contact with an STI and the next day you have symptoms, it doesn't work that way. And so explaining it that way can help to really motivate them to take sexual health more seriously and to let them know like this isn't a them thing, like this is across North America. We're seeing that seniors are fast becoming known for having higher rates of STIs than other demographics, more so than our under 25s in Canada. And the highest group is still men having sex with men. And I think that has a lot to do with shame. We're going to talk about that in the MSM video. So like when you're approaching seniors, you do not want to make the assumption that they already know these things, that they already get tested, or that they're monogamous, or any of those ideas that you might have about grandmas and grandpas. Because as somebody who does a lot of teaching in the alternative community, I can tell you there's a lot of over 80s that are coming up for the first time to spanking classes, or to have an orgy, or like a million other things, because they're like, I mean, I've lived in shame my whole life. Why should I have to live in shame for the rest of it? And it's beautiful, but they're doing it without the knowledge of how to protect themselves. Provide that knowledge. Make no assumptions that any sex ed has happened prior to the beginning of their life. And hopefully you'll have one or two people in the class that help normalize it by participating and being like, yeah, knew that, learned that, here's information. And I tell them, go together. Like you can go to any STI clinic and be like, hey, a group of us would like to get tested, and they'll do it. And be savvy as to where your STI clinics are in your communities. And also, giving, if you go to a senior center, for example, giving them a heads up that people might be asking for this. They better be able to provide it, right? And yeah, so it's got to be a nice little collaborative piece there. Do reach out to your senior centers and offer to do a senior sexual health class. Nobody's doing it. I can guarantee you, if I am not in that city, people aren't doing it. Because I know across the country, so many health educators And I know 3 people that have content for seniors. So you do have access to that when you graduate with your Aspect Sexual Health Certificate, having completed all of the units. You'll have access to the PowerPoints with notes, with classroom activities to go into senior centers and do a variety of different sexual health classes. So like, do it. It is, they love it. They're into it. They need the information. And like I said, second fastest demographic for new cases. So definitely need to target it. Okay, cool. Have fun.